Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we are at the last leg of the chapter named Age of Shakespeare, the Drama, in the book An Outline History of English Literature by William Henry Hudson. There are the last two portions which we are going to cover. The first with a bit about dramatists of the age, other than Shakespeare himself, and the second with a general description about the playhouses at this age. So as all the YouTubers say, let's get right into it. Henry talks about only a few dramatists and suggests an apparent decline of drama. For the age of Shakespeare is followed by a period of immorality. He says in the book, "By the time we reach the end of the period, we find that all the old creative power has gone, and that the stage is yielded completely to the fast-spreading immorality of the age, while even the formlessness of the blank verse employed gives one more sign of general decay." It was not that there was no talent at all, but whatever was didn't compare with Shakespeare. Henry talked about John Webster and John Ford, who had tendencies towards repulsive subjects and violent themes. Their famous works were White Devil, Duchess of Malfi of Webster, and The Broken Heart of Ford. Then there were Francis Beaumont and John Fletcher, who often collaborated with each other. Henry criticized their work to have relaxing moral tone, strange sentiments, and poor characterization, though their works, Philaster and The Maid's Tragedy, were praised by him to some extent. Lastly, he talked about Philip Massinger and appreciated his work in comedy named A New Way to Pay Old Debts, and also mentioned James Shirley to be the last of the great race. Now we come to the last portion about the playhouses of that time. Henry points that a student of drama should understand something about the theatrical conditions of that age. Initially, dramas used to be performed in inn-yards and other open spaces. These were temporary areas where scaffolds were erected and accommodation was provided for the spectators. Later in 1576 were built two permanent playhouses named the Theatre and the Curtain. Till end of Elizabeth's reign, there were at least 11 such playhouses on the outskirts of London. There was the playhouse named the Globe in Southwark and the playhouse named Blackfriars near the spot which now is occupied by Times Office. The playhouses used to be small, were round or hexagonal, and were made mainly of wood. It used to be composed of the stage and the boxes. The rest of the building used to be open to the sky. No seats were there for the groundlings, who were the ones in the yard or pit in front of the stage. There were no actresses to play women's parts at that time. They were played by boys. Henry thus ends this description with a note that it's very difficult to think of Shakespeare's plays with males playing roles of females. And that was all. Thank you for lending your ear to this video. That was the end of chapter 7.